Everyone, welcome back. So a few of you said yes, you wanted to see the pumpkin, so I thought I would do a quick little extra video to show you how I did that 3D pumpkin when I was doing those Sanrio nails. And then sorry, I decided, you know what, those two other nails they just won't quite fit in with like the whole cartoony theme that we were going for. So the other two nails, I found the footage for it, but there is a little bit missing, so I'm going to talk my way through it. So we've got that thermal nail gel, and then we're going over it with the cat magnetic. I think it was Magic Cat Eye, this one. But I'll leave all the links and everything, like all the names of everything, in the description box down below anyway. So I used the magnet, obviously, because it's cat eye gel. This is a magnet from Born Pretty. I actually prefer one that I got off Shein. I feel like it's a really, really strong magnet. But obviously the ones that are shaped and whatnot, like this one from Born Pretty, it's got the rectangle and then it's got a circle on the other end. But usually you just get ones that are like cylindrical magnets. But I'm going to do 2 coats of that anyway. So I've got this, and I have no idea where I've got it from. Cannot remember ever using it before. I don't think I think it's just literally sat in a drawer and got dirty. So I tried to clean it out as much as I can. It had like glitter and chrome powder just all over it. I have no idea where I've got it from. But if you get a little bit of gel polish, it's like a silicone mould. But the mould isn't very deep at all, which is a good thing, because if you put the gel polish inside of it, use a really, really fine brush to get into all of those crevices, and then you're just going to literally fill it all the way up with gel so it's flush. So really it doesn't even, there's not that much gel in there for it to not cure. If you get the full cure, it'll be absolutely fine. I haven't tried it on any gels that are like highly pigmented yet. I haven't tried it on like the Perfect Whites or the Perfect Blacks from Madame Glam. They're really, really pigmented. But I did use some highly pigmented Born Pretty stuff, and it came out straight away. I cured it just normal, 1 minute cure, and they were perfect. So I do end up filling up all of that up with all different colours, and then I realised, oh, there's like sweetie things here as well, which is perfect for Halloween. It's like trick or treat stuff, isn't it? So I filled all of them in all different colours. I think the green that I used was the glow in the dark green. But yeah, everything I've used in this video I pretty much used in the Sanrio video. Maybe, no, I didn't use the cat magnetic gel or the 3D gel, did I? The soft solid gel. But I did link them in that video. So just in case I don't link them in this one, they are in that one. So yeah, I've just put a base coat down, and I'm just going to stick them on with that. I've used the Born Pretty base gel. You can use some nail tip gel or rhinestone glue gel, whatever. It's entirely up to you. This isn't going on anyone's hands. It was just a little play. But if you want them more secure and to not move around or not pop off, definitely use some kind of glue gel. Right, so this is the actual 3D pumpkin nail. So I've done the exact same thing. I've put that magnetic gel polish on. I'm going to do 2 coats of that once I've moved it with the magnet to where I want it, give it a cure, and then do a second coat of the magnetic gel polish. All Born Pretty stuff takes a full minute to cure, 60 seconds. And then I'm going to crack out the soft solid gel. So do not come at me, please. I ran out of gloves. Did use my hands. I've tried to cut out the footage of me using it on with like bare hands so that you didn't tell me off, but I can't help myself, I told you anyway. So I rolled it into a ball with my hands, I squished it onto the nail, and then using a whole variety of silicone tools, just patted it and getting it into that shape of a pumpkin, and then using like the edges to create the edges of the silicone tools to create the little bumps humps and ridges and the shapes and the segments of the pumpkin. And I have, like I said, I've lost a little bit of footage for this. So I'm putting on the stalk now, but I forgot to show you that these two bits here are just tiny little bits that I've shaped, and they're going to be like, if you're looking at a pumpkin, you can kind of see the back of the pumpkin, like the two little humps, the little lumps. So that's them. Forgot to show you putting the leaf on and the little twirly vine, but you know, it is what it is. So I've given it a full cure. I actually did it for 90 seconds to 2 minutes, just to make sure, because it's a lot of gel, just to make sure that it was all set. And to make sure that it was all set, just give it a little tap with one of your tools or your nail, and if it sounds plasticky, you're good to go. It's all cured. And then I'm taking the same orange that we used for the pumpkin on ℙ𝕆𝕋𝕆𝔻𝕻, who knows what his name is, the little dog thing that was in a pumpkin on that first nail. So I've used that, and then that glow in the dark green for, I'm just going to do the whole stalk, leaf and vine, just get it all covered. And then while it is all still wet paint, wet polish, we're going to start adding some highlights and some detailing. Like I said, I've just lost, I just mustn't have pressed record, or I've deleted it, who knows. I've mixed a little bit of black with that orange just to create some shadows and some detailing, just where it would naturally be darker, so in those creases on its bottom end and on its top end around the stalk. And the same for the stalk as well, really. Mix a little bit of black with that green, and just add some details. And then you can even, while it's all still wet, gently touch the black polish, gently put a little tiny bit of it onto your brush, and then just go really lightly and blend it in so it's even darker, like right in those crevices. And then once it is actually all cured, I'll go in with a tiny little bit of yellow, just add a few little highlights and just kind of blend everything in. I think the problem was that I love creating things like this, and I just got lost. I just was in a zone, and I just completely forgot that I was supposed to be doing cartoon vibes, and did more of like a lifelike pumpkin, I suppose. But to try and tie it in, I was like, oh, what can I do? What can I do? So I did some more of those lollipops and sweets and stuck them on. I was like, no, it's still crap. I can't use them as a set with the ℙ𝕆𝕼𝔻𝕻 nails, but on their own, they're pretty good, especially the pumpkin. Love the pumpkin. So this is all of them all together. Whether you agree or disagree, I don't think that pumpkin and that sweet nail it just doesn't go, does it, at all? So yeah, it was when I was showing you the final results that I was like, no, it just doesn't go. So I took them two away, took the pumpkin and the sweetie nail away, and just decided to get rid of all the footage of them and produced the ℙ𝕆𝕼𝔻 nails, the ℙ𝕆𝕆𝕼𝕻 and cinema roll. But yeah, I really like the pumpkin, and I think he deserves a little place. So here's the footage. But let me know what you think. If you like this video, extra video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.